We're going to take a quick look through our top 4 essentials you must be tracking in your race. So to kick this off, I'd like to pass across to John.
One of the most commonly asked questions that we've had throughout this series is how to find the right paces for training and racing. Now, there's many ways to do this, but one of the most simple and effective ways is to be aware of your pace and heart rate during your training sessions. And with the Pacer watches, you can set these heart rate and pace zones manually or by performing the inbuilt and guided running performance test, which will then automatically update your pace and heart rate zones very accurately. You can also perform a lighter version of this test more frequently as a way of monitoring how your fitness and performance are responding to your running plan. Now, having these zones set accurately assists in making sure your key training sessions that Benita took us through in Webinar 1 are performed at the correct intensity to drive the physiological changes necessary for successful running performance. And that's your easy runs, tempo or threshold runs, interval sessions, and the all-important long run. And it's in this long run or hit out recommended by running legend Steve Moneghetti to be performed in the 2 to 3 weeks before your race, where keeping track of your pace and heart rate can pay dividends in helping you nail the correct pace on race day.
Thanks, John. So once you have found your pace, it's essential that you can simply track this in a race, so you aren't going out too hard and so that you're keeping up with your goals. It's a very fine line, but too often we hear about runners who have ended up feeling disappointed because they went out too hard and didn't reach their potential on race day. A great feature that we use to solve this problem is called Polar Race Pace. This is really helpful if you want to make sure that you can execute a good plan on race day. With Polar Race Pace, all you do is enter in your target distance and target time, and it calculates your pacing for you automatically on your watch. So that when you start your run, you see a very simple dashboard that shows you how close you are to your target pace that you're running and how far you've got left to go. This is brilliant to test during race simulations and hitouts so that you can have the confidence that your plan works for you. You can just glance at it every now and then to make sure that you haven't gone out too fast, that you're sticking to your plan so you can have a great race, or it's there for a little bit of extra motivation when the going gets tough. What's great is that you can then customize anything you want to track during an important run. So based on your race plan, there may be some important things that you want to execute. So it's very easy to set up and customize what you'd like to see on a Polar Pacer running watch. For example, you can track average heart rate for the whole race versus your heart rate right now, or you may want to take a quick glance and track some important race milestones. As Steve Moneghetti mentioned, many marathon runners will hit the lap button at 30K of a marathon for what he called the second half and track some really important data, or you may just want to skip to your favorite song for a little bit more help when you need it.
The next essential for you to have in place is to ensure that you have your fueling and hydration plan for your training and the race, especially if you're taking on the longer distances of the half and full marathon. You've heard our experts talk about this throughout our virtual running clinic series. You want to have the confidence that you're going to give yourself the best shot at performing at your best and finishing your race strong. Polar have taken the guesswork out of it with this great feature called FuelWise. All you do is you set up your plan and you'll get customized fueling and hydration reminders along the way. These are going to help you find the best way to refuel your body during those longer sessions. And it's another feature that's designed to help you focus on your run, and you know that you're going to give your body what it needs to perform. And the fourth essential metric that you must be monitoring is recovery. Remember, you only benefit from the training you recover from. Benita's going to go into some great detail on how crucial rest and recovery is in the lead up to your race. And recovery includes a number of things, including getting ample sleep, nourishing your body, and managing your stress load. So definitely track your sleep. You can do this on your Polar Watch, which will monitor the duration, continuity, and time in sleep stages. And it's also going to give you another piece of feedback. This is getting a lot of buzz among athletes at the moment. It's called heart rate variability. This is really important because if you're wanting to keep training consistently and effectively, this is something you should monitor. Heart rate variability is the measure of your autonomic nervous system. So essentially that balance between your fight and flight and rest and digest responses. It indicates how well your body's adapting to stress. And that can be in the form of training or immunity or general life stress. And we know like stress itself isn't bad. The key is how well you're adapting to it. So with Polar's nightly recharge feature, your watch can give you feedback on this every day. And this is going to give you an indication of when to push hard, when to take it easy, and how well you are adapting to the stresses.